preferably New Zealand. So that's pretty clever. Yeah.
Did you say what the design is?
These are canoes.
Oh, those are canoes.
Same homes, but they don't have any real reason to interact with each other except the common situation.
I hope your opinion comes. Always here.
Hey?
So you know what? This is a new book. Sure, if I can just have your library card.